respond to this video to Love That Soy guy, who I generally like, but, you know, he made a video. This doesn't make much sense. I only played a minute of it, and I'm just like, what is this crap? I mean, do I have to go over this again? Sorry about the white screen. Yeah, I mean, you know, I've been over it and been over it and been over it, so this will be redundant because apparently you have to go over it and over it and over it. I don't know why I have to go over it and over it and over it, but I do.
I disagree. I think that suicide is the only rational option if you believe that suffering is all pervasive.
Okay, so his argument basically is that when I say that you should maybe linger around for a while if you can and attempt to have the memes in your head, the rational ones, to try to get them to stir around in other brains that are about you, to try to influence the future, which we're all doing right now anyway, and try to do it in some sort of constructive way so the future's a better place than the present. The future will be bigger than the present, there's just no doubt about it, and you have an influence on it, so you might as well use your influence while you're here. It's, you know, there's no point in a pointless suicide. I mean, yeah, commit suicide when your consciousness just can't take anymore, or when there's no cost-effective ratio, when if you have absolutely no voice and you can influence absolutely nothing, well then maybe it's the only choice. But that's not my position. I mean, I can influence some.
Then I would think that you should feel obligated to use that realization about how the world is and take action on it based on your own welfare, not some...
Yeah, well, your own welfare is the whole point. I mean, if you just don't get the idea that the future is going to have individuals in it that are exactly the same as you in this sense, in every important detail, okay, except the irrelevant details. They'll have more hair on the back of their hand, or they'll have a different configuration of facial features. But the neurology itself will be experiencing the same things, the same kind of things. It's going to be the same organism, the same dog in every respect. The same breed of human will exist in the future. And if you do nothing to stop its existence, well, you're doomed.
projected future self that you believe is going to relive this life.
Yeah, that I believe for good reason. Okay, there's good reason to believe that the future will exist. There will be billions of people in it, and that their configuration of you know, joyful retard in proportion to you know, blighted mental patient is still going to be fucking goddamn the same, unless you do something to change those, unless you act in some way to change what the future is going to do.
That's really none of your concern. You are...
Well, that's just silly. That's like saying your cat is none of your concern, or a bird flailing on the road suffering is none of your concern. Everything that is sentient is your concern. If it lives now, or if it will live in the future, it's your fucking concern. You know, watch a Scrooge movie. Mankind was our business, kind of thing.
only able to really deal with your own life at this time.
Says you again. What's your evidence of that? The fact is, I can utter words. They go out of my mouth. They go into this fucking camera. Then they go on the YouTube. And other people hear them and they say, oh yeah, that sort of makes sense. Maybe I'll stop eating all them cows. I really don't have to eat a cow. I can eat a potato chip. Yeah, and it works. It actually works, fucker.
So, it just seems like a contradiction for you to carry on living. I mean, it's a form of, validation for the world.
It is a hot chick. She does distract one. You can say it's a form of validating. I think that's a little silly. I mean, if I was validating, then I wouldn't have had blocked, you know, deleted videos and all this other stuff. Obviously, I'm not validating. Again, you know, there's an argument here. I mean, there's a scene from Monty Python, and there's this, you know, the Holy Grail. and there's a crack suicide squad, and it shows up to save the day to commit suicide. And what good is that? I mean, it's just a waste. So even if you're going to commit suicide, you probably should do something with your suicide. You should turn yourself into a projectile of doom against the system or whatever. So, but there's just no argument here. There's the value is in the future. It's just you can't unravel that truth. And just killing yourself is not a message the human race gives a fuck about. All right, they don't care. You think it's what? Oh my God, he killed himself. I mean, we're living in a world where there's a protest where 68 people get killed, and then we'll justify having a war where we'll kill 658,000. So come on, this is just bullshit.
World that you criticize, if you keep on living in it. I mean, if you truly thought that it was as disgusting as you've proven it to be, I think you've proven it to be. I agree with you. The world is crap. But if you know that and you just think, oh, I can fix it a little bit, or I can prevent this or that. No, you're not going to be able to prevent anything.
That's just silly. Again, like I said, I mean, if I can stop one woman, if I can make one, if one woman thinks because Gary made a video or she heard something, she says, I mean, one woman of reproductive age, and it gives her some pause, and she says, oh yeah, I was thinking of having one of those cute little things to play with and wipe the duty off of. But now that I think about it, yeah, it might be really stupid because this is going to grow up to be a human being and I'll be responsible for it, and it might be a drug addict and might hate me, and oh, yeah, it can get all messy. Yeah, maybe I'll stay away from that. Yeah, if I can do that one fucking time, I win big time, you stupid idiot. I spare somebody 80 years of shit.
I mean, you're not going to be able to change anyone's mind. You're only...
Well, why not make a video about something real? I mean, is that really your philosophy? Then why the fuck are you talking to me? Why are you making this video and using these images to, fuck with my brain? Why are you doing that? You can't change my mind. So why are you arguing, you stupid fuck?
You're like a 0.00001% of the population that thinks...
So what? Again, look, how do you think any philosophy or any ideology or even any dress code or even a pocketbook style catches on? Well, it has to catch on one fucking step at a time, okay? It doesn't all of a sudden just rise to the top and show up at the top and say, hey, I'm here. No, it has to do the step at a time bullshit.
Like this. I mean, most people won't even consider the idea of suicide. They don't even talk about suicide or, the fact that we're addicted and...
Yeah, yeah, of course most people don't. But that's not the point, is it? You just... If most people were doing it, then you wouldn't need to do it. The whole point you need to do it is when most people aren't doing it. That's when you need to show up and do it. But if you just kill yourself, well then no one's going to show up to goddamn do it.
On a pointless journey to nowhere. Most people don't really have the capacity to go there emotionally. The only thing that I think you're fighting for that is credible or worthwhile is the right to die movement part of it. I think that makes sense. I think that if...
Well, fine, like I said, but why, like I said, you're really not showing much authority to your opinion when you say things that are just preposterously inane. Like, you can't change anything, or what you say doesn't matter on all these other subjects. So somehow you're saying that what I say matters on the right to die subject, but somehow it doesn't matter on the don't have a baby subject, or some other subject that I might opine on. I mean, you're just contradicting your own fucking proclamations.
If more people had a sound and safe option, a safe way out, they would view life a lot differently and they'd feel a lot more secure. And I know that that is why you've kind of made excuses not to do the suicide thing.
Yeah, they're both excuses and rationalizations. There's no doubt about that. But there's also the mission statement. The fact is once you live, you're kind of obligated in a lot of ways. So unless you are kind of, unless you can show, the excuse, just in your own life, you're going to leave a mess. Okay, I kill myself tomorrow. Somebody's got to clean up this fucking house. All right there. Whoops. I made a mistake, you know? I mean, just cleaning up your life to kill yourself is a pain in the ass. Um, so, you know, it's really hard to be in a circumstance where you can kill yourself without being inconvenient about it. So, yeah, so unless you're screaming for attention, suicide is a little bit selfish. Mm? There's no other word for it, really.
But I just think, like, maybe you're right about it having to get really, really miserable before people can override the fear mechanism. But, I mean, I don't know. I just think that it's a lot of hypocrisy for you to try to say that, you can fix something.
Yeah, well, that's just like I said. So that's hypocrisy. It's hypocrisy. So I'm showing my hypocrisy by making thousands of videos, okay, demonstrating some perception that I must have a possibility of changing something. I mean, I didn't make them, you didn't see me make them going, oh man, I'm getting so off doing this. Man, this is so much fun, right? So I didn't do it for my own entertainment. So obviously I can't see any hypocrisy there. Obviously I've always thought there's some point in me, you know, taking a bunch of air and putting it in my lungs and then shooting it out of my fucking face, forming vowel sounds and words and trying to inject them into other fucking people. For some reason, I've always believed that. So there's no hypocrisy. You can say I'm wrong to think it makes any sense to talk to human beings, but I think you're wrong to say you know that's the goddamn truth. Because every fucking one of these sentences is like a lottery ticket. You don't know when all of a sudden, judge a man based on the content of his character, not the color of his skin. You never know when one of those little magic little memes will fly out of your fucking face into the fucking world. So I'm just saying, you're just so provably wrong in your conclusions, and your accusation of hypocrisy is fucking offensive, shithead.
It's so clearly built into the DNA. It's so clearly built into the structure and limitations of the world itself on a physical
screen.
And metaphysical level.
Black screen. Yeah, whatever.
That is all. Thank you.
There's just no point in saying you know the future, you know how it's all going to turn out, and there's no way to spare one little Tweety bird its suffering. I can't prevent a single fish from suffocating in the ocean. I can't do it anything. I have absolutely no ability to prevent any suffering greater than my own. And that's what you're saying. And I'm just saying you're going to have a little more evidence of that. You're going to have just a little bit more evidence to make that kind of statement and say, there's no possible way I can prevent more suffering in the future than I'm going to experience in the next 5 years, let's say, if I linger that long, or the next 3 years, or whatever the number would be. And there's just no way you can prove something like that. So anyway, enough said. Yeah. So anyway, I really hate to have to keep going over and over and over this crap. Again, it is not about one consciousness. It's about consciousness and who is going to control it. The crazy little Frankensteins are some sort of more rational force. You know, something with a little bit cleaner an objective. You know, what part of the human race is going to win in the end? And like I said, if you think suicide is the loudest way to scream, I'm saying bullshit. Okay, it just isn't. No one hears it. It's not even nothing. It doesn't even enter most people's brains. The little rosebud has more meaning in the world than all the suicides ever committed. So sorry. You didn't make an argument. Not one that's convincing anyway. Not even close. Enough of it.